Now, before we actually do go ahead and start, I do want to say that the thumbnail and the title might be a little bit too harsh, depending on how you actually view the situation. And so, yeah, you can basically come up with your own opinion at the end of the video. But other than that, let's actually go ahead and discuss the topic. Now, before we actually go ahead and discuss the nerfs and the whole situation of World War Heroes, I quickly want to lay down a foundation and a base for the most important currency in this game, which is gold. Now, gold can be achieved in different ways. It can be achieved through the battle pass, through contracts, as well as through daily quests. You can also get a little bit of gold from watching ads, but you only get a little bit, so yeah. Now, the max total amount of gold you can get in a day is about 350. Now, of course, we do have a second currency that we do use, which is credits. And for credits, you use them to upgrade weapons, to either purchase some common weapons, some of them still cost credits, and that's pretty much it. Now, let's actually take a look at the uses of gold. So, number one, gold is used to purchase weapons. Number two, gold is used to buy new armor. Number three, gold is used to buy upgrade points. Number four, gold is used to buy armor upgrade points. And number five, gold is used to buy lottery tickets. Now, if we actually take a look at the things you need gold for versus how much gold you actually get, pretty much the worst situation that you'd be in is if you were a new player. Because there you'd basically have to save for a new weapon, and you'd have to save for new armor, and you'd have to save for armor upgrade points since these are so rare nowadays, as well as purchasing weapon equipments, which are not cheap at all, by the way. Gold is pretty much the basis for the whole game, and the fact that they keep nerfing the amount of gold that we get. So first we had daily tasks, which are kind of replaced with this dumb thing right now. Before we had 3 tasks that you could complete, and the amount of gold and the reward would kind of differ sometimes, but you get the idea. Now, as for contracts, I'm not really too sure if the amount of gold we get changed. Now that you know the necessities of having gold, let's actually go ahead and start off with today's topic. Now, there's actually 2 points with this topic, and the first one is the nerfing of all weapons in the game. Now, this might not really be a nerf per se, it's more like an addition to the game, which basically just makes all other guns inferior. Now, I know this armor has been out for a while and we all know about this, but I only now started to see the impact of it as I was playing a few matches. It became increasingly harder to actually kill opponents. Basically, the 5th version of all the armors that we do have is double of the 4th one. If you look at the armor, it's basically doubled, meaning that it'll take a lot more shots to actually kill players. I would honestly understand why players leave the game because of this, or why they have, because this is quite literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen added to a game in my entire life. I'm pretty sure that if you are a high level player, you have noticed the difficulty in killing players now. Because the thing with me is, I pretty much know how long my weapon takes to kill someone. And so if they have the armor 5 maxed out, it takes so much longer to kill someone. And you might not see this as a nerf, more of a situation like, oh, just save for the new armor and buy it. 10,000 gold? Are you crazy? Plus, you'd also have to buy the upgrade points to max this out. I think you'd need about 500 or 600 to max it out, which is how much gold, by the way? A lot. And how do you get these upgrade points? Gold. And that's basically the connection I'm trying to make here. But other than the addition of the V5 armor making all weapons weaker, the second thing that I actually want to discuss is how they actually nerf new weapons themselves. Now, with the release of new overtop powerful weapons, World War Heroes YouTubers release videos on them to showcase how they actually function and so on and so forth. Now, not most of these weapons were nerfed, but there definitely are some weapons that have been hindered a little bit. And one of those is the Stevens shotgun, which the old reload animation versus the new one.
Reloading.
The new one basically takes a whole 6 or 5 seconds. And for other weapons, we have examples of the Goliath. Now for now, in the main game, it's fine, but over on the beta, it actually had a nerf in fire rate. Now I'm not sure how this will actually translate into the main game. Maybe it was just a mistake, but we all know it's not, man. This thing is too powerful, and so I would understand them giving it a nerf. But think about all the players that already bought this weapon. If this thing truly is gonna be getting a nerf, then that means why did you even buy it in the first place? It's basically just a shady tactic where they're shafting their players, man, and I really can't understand that. Now another weapon that has been nerfed is the Evans repeating rifle, where if you actually go ahead and take a look at the previous stats that it had before, it had way more fire rate than it actually does have right now. They pretty much nerfed this thing to the ground, man. And I would say the Springfield is even better than it. Literally. Like like I said before, imagine you bought one of these weapons only for them to actually get nerfed. Pretty shady tactic that they've been doing overall. And so my point here is, don't buy weapons with real money. Because at this point in the game's life cycle, man, nothing in this game is certain. The power levels just keep increasing and there's no certainty at all. And for you to actually invest real money into this, it really just isn't worth it, man. This game had a lot of potential and so much going for it, but the fact that with each update they keep making it worse and worse and worse for the players in general, it's just terrible, man. Because I thought only the free-to-play players were getting shafted with this, because if a new weapon drops, you can only buy it with money, and so you have to wait like 4 or 5 months until it actually gets released so that you can actually buy it with gold. But now I'm seeing that even the players who buy these weapons are getting shafted, man. And so what even is the point of this game, man? The gold economy sucks. You have to play consistently for like 4 months in order to buy a weapon. And then you need like 50,000 gold to buy all the attachments to max out the weapon. And then you have armor that you have to buy for each and every single class. Like, what is going on, man? I know this is just a rant video and we've had like countless others, really. But of course, being one of the voices of this game, I feel like I kind of do have to speak on this matter. And so, yeah. As for solutions on how to fix this, I think we'll actually save that for another video. But anyways, let me know down in the comments your thoughts on just this whole shady situation. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!